Hello. Today we're going to have a little practice designed to release tensions in the lower back. I had a lot of lower back issues when I was around the 20s, quite a long time ago. I had a lot of sciatic problems. I often had sciatic once or twice a year. So I really explored in my body through yoga with the postures what really helped me, and this is now the fruit of my experience that I would like to share with you. So we're going to start lying down. If you have a tendency when you lie flat on the ground to have the head moving backwards, and even though you bring the chin in towards the chest, it's not enough to lengthen the back of the neck, then just use a little prop below the head, a little pillow, a little cushion, a folded blanket, whatever you need. Okay? So lying on your back. Make sure that you have a soft tilt of your pubic bone towards the navel so that the lower back is long. Your feet are hip width apart, the heels a little bit further ahead than the knees. And take a few moments to connect with your center. This is one of the main principles in Sukhita yoga, the yoga of joy. Activating your ujjayi breath, the soft sound in the back of the throat. Activating Mula Bandha on the in-breath, a soft lift coming from the perineum, activating your pelvic floor muscles. Exhaling with a soft lowering of your lower belly, the Uddiyana Bandha, so that you create a soft firmness in the very lowest part of your tummy. And now, inhaling and opening the arms in cross shape, palms facing up. We're going to flow with the breath. So on the exhales, let the knees descend towards the right, turning the head towards the left. Inhaling and bringing the knees and the head back in the center. Exhale, repeating on the other side. Knees descend towards the left, your head turning towards the right. Inhale. Perineum active to come back in the center. Exhale, lower belly firm to slowly move into your twist. Inhale to the center. Flow with your rhythm of breath. Exhale, twisting. One more time. Next time you have your knees down towards the left, keep them there. Now stretching the soles of the feet, inhaling and bring your right flexed foot on the left knee, on the side of the left knee. Now let the knees slowly come closer to the ground without forcing anything. You're welcome, if you wish, to grab the elbows over the head. If it's too tight in your shoulders, grab the wrist instead. So finding your own variations for every posture, depending on what you are feeling inside at this moment. Trusting the wisdom of your body. On the next in-breath, opening the arms in cross shape, palms facing up. On the exhale, descend the right foot back down. And on the inhale, with the perineum active, bringing the knees and the head back in the center. We repeat on the other side. So exhale, knees descend towards the left now, head turns towards the right. Stretch the soles of the feet, and on the next in-breath, bring the left foot on the right knee, on the outside of the right knee. Observe if you're creating any tensions anywhere in your body. and soften those tensions. Softly smiling and mentally softening around the areas of the places of restrictions in your body. You're welcome to grab the elbows again, changing the crossing of the arms, or grab the other wrist. Finding the joy in the practice, in the moment. Breathing in and open the arms. Breathing out and descend the foot. Breathing in and bring the knees and the head back in the center. Observing. And now the next inhale, we're going to extend the arms by your sides, lengthening the arms, spreading the fingers wide. We carry on with an exercise called the pelvic curl. It's an exercise actually that comes from Pilates, and it's a really therapeutic movement for tensions in the lower back. So starting from what we call in Pilates the neutral position, your natural curve in the lower back. We're going to, on the exhale, start tilting the pelvis area, the pubic bone towards the navel, imprinting the lower back in the mat, and start lifting the hips, keeping the tilt of the pelvis. Inhaling here without moving, and on the next exhale, slowly lowering one vertebra at a time. When the sacrum comes back down, you come back to your natural curve in the lower back. On the next exhale, tilt again the pelvis, keep the pubic bone really towards the navel, navel deep in, and moving the hips up, the glutes away from the ground. Inhaling here, smile, and exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, release, exhale, tilt again to move your hips up without sticking out with your floating ribs. Floating ribs, belly, navel, everything is in here. Inward rotation of the thighs. We will soften the glutes, even though they're quite active here. You might feel that. On the next exhale, slowly lower. You're going to do a couple more in your own time. Exhale to tilt and move up. Inhale here. Exhale to slowly come back down. If you wish, you can add the arms following the movement. Inhaling, arms up, hips up. Exhale, bringing the arms and the hips back down. Flow with your breath. Inhale now, arms, hips up. Exhale, hips and arms back down. One more time. And exhale, back down. Now we're going to move the feet slightly back. And this time, as we move the hips up, so listen to your lower back. If that's okay, you can now open the heart and reach up with your floating ribs and with your heels. On the next inhale, bring the arms over the head. And then very slowly, you're going to bring back down one vertebra at a time, tilting the pubic bone deeply towards the navel so that you stretch your spine, your lower back. Keeping your heels highly lifted until the sacrum comes back down, and then you release the feet and you can lower your arms. Observe, feel. Now we're going to hug the knees tight and gently rock from side to side, giving yourself a little massage. And now you're going to inhale and stretch the left leg up, and exhale, release it on the ground. Bringing your right thumb in the crease of the hip, you're pushing the hip away as you're bringing the knee close to the armpit. On the next inhale, extending your right arm, glue the hand, the shoulder on the ground, and then lower belly in, and slowly invite your knee to descend towards the left. I invite you here to explore around this position, creating micro variations. If you feel it very strong in the inside of the thigh, for example, you can move the knee further away from you. The leg can be more or less bent. Observing how those micro variations affect your sensations. And trust your intuition. If you wish to go further, you can bend the lower leg and see if you can bind the foot with the right hand. Exhale, release the foot behind. Inhale, move the back on the mat. And now create circles with your right leg. And reverse the direction. And we're going to repeat on the other side. So now move the left knee in. Inhale, right leg up. And exhale, release the leg on the ground. And now pushing the left hip away with the left thumb as you're bringing the left knee close to the left armpit. Chin in, back of the neck is long. On the next inhale, extend the left arm. Looking towards your left hand, glue this whole left arm to the ground and slowly descend now your knee down towards the right. Observe the differences between this side and the other. And again, micro variations, explore. Find the most beneficial posture for you at this moment. If you wish, you can bend the leg behind, bind the foot, keeping the left shoulder down. On the next exhale, release the foot behind. And inhale, bring the back on the mat. And now circle your left leg. And change direction. And now, both hands on the knees, create very tiny circles at first, and then enlarging them. Great movement for the hips. Tensions in the lower back are also often linked to tensions in the hips, tightness. And now for happy baby, bring the soles of the feet up towards the sky and see if you can bind the outside edges of your feet. Otherwise, if you have belts, you can use the belts to grab your feet. Flattening your whole back on the mat. Back is long. Back of the neck is long. And you can gently rock from side to side if that feels appropriate. And now I invite you to extend one leg at a time. On the exhale, extending the right leg sideways to the right. On the inhale, come back, and on the next exhale, extending now the left leg sideways. Inhale to come back. Those who are flexible can maybe bind the big toes or the outside of the foot or even the heel. Inhale, come back. Exhale, extending the other leg. Inhale, come back. And now working both legs together. Play around. Either come back on the in-breath, extend on the out-breath, or maybe stay there. Enjoy. Exhale, bending both legs. Bring the soles of the feet together, separating your knees, sending the inner arches closer to your sternum, middle of your chest. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Softly listening to the sensations around your hips. Finding your edge. Not pushing through, respecting your body, the limitations of the moment. And exhale, release. We're going to inhale and roll on the spine to come to sit. If that's too strong for your lower back, just roll on the side and come to sit. Now we're coming on all fours. Actually, I was here. So now we're coming on all fours. And from a four-legged posture, we move the hands a hand distance further forward. Pressing the tip of the fingers down, we bring the big toes together. And this is the shell stretch from Pilates. Sending the chin and the navel in, we very slowly sit on the heels. Stretching your lower back even more by trying to touch your chest with your chin. Until you can finally rest your forehead on the ground, having the knees wide. And now we're going to inhale and walk both hands towards the right. Bring your navel towards the center of your thigh, so the knees are quite wide here, mat width apart. And you're bringing your chin in. To stretch more the left side of your lower back, you're going to inhale and bring your left hand on the right. On the next inhale, slowly coming back in the center. And now walking your hands towards the left. Navel towards the center of your thigh. Stretching both sides of your trunk. And then inhale, bringing your right hand on the left. Chin in. Inhaling to come back in the center. And then slowly unrolling the spine, we're coming to sit. So sit on your side, extend your legs. Now a great sitting posture to stretch the lower back is to bend the leg and use your belt to go around the foot. Inhaling and circling your right hand around, grab the belt behind and twist towards your right. start leaning slowly towards your left leg. Eventually letting go of the knee, letting go of the belt, and inhale, reach up with your right arm over the head. Bind the foot if it's available, or grab your belt again. Keep anchoring your right sit bone down. Maybe bind the knee again with the left hand. Be playful, explore, tuning in. Inhaling, lifting the arm, and twisting now your trunk towards the left leg. We bring the knee in a little. And now we're gonna open the heart. Exhale, send the core in and the forehead towards the knee, descending, coiling in. Exhaling here, inhaling to come back up, heart space open. And then changing the direction, inhale, open the heart to descend, exhale, coiling in to come back up. And we're going to keep the heart space well open. And now aim. Again, with your navel towards the thigh, you can grab the outside edge of the foot or your belt. And now stretching again the right side of your lower back. Keeping the shoulders low, away from the ears. Sending your core deeply in. And then inhaling to come back up. We're going to repeat the same two postures on the other side. So now right leg long, rotate the thighs in. Go with your belt around the foot. And inhale, circle the left hand around. Grab the belt behind. And twist towards the left, looking over your left shoulder. And slowly start leaning down towards your right leg. Eventually let go of the knee to go deeper. Letting go of the belt. Inhale, left arm up. Maybe grab the foot or the belt. Anchoring now the left sit bone down. You can grab the knee with the right hand or just stay on the ground. Keep twisting the belly, the face, the chest towards the sky, looking towards the sky from below the upper arm. And smile. And softly listen. And then on the next inhale, letting go of the belt or the foot to come back up. We're now turning the trunk towards the right leg. Bringing the knee in a little. With your belt around the foot. Inhale. Coiling in. Exhale to descend. Inhale, heart space open to come back up. Exhale, coiling in. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, core in, navel in, chin in. Inhale to come back up, opening the heart. And now we reverse. Inhale, heart space open to lower. Exhale, coiling in to come back up, rounding. Inhale, open. Exhale, coiling in to come back up. Last one. And now we're going to keep the heart space well open, shoulders well back and down. Aiming with the navel towards the center of your right thigh, with the crown ahead of the right foot. And maybe grab your belt with the left hand only or the outside edge of the foot. And again, explore, feel. What are the sensations? Where's your mind? How are you feeling emotionally? On the next inhale, we slowly come back up. Exhale, bending both legs. Take a moment to feel to observe the sensations in the lower back, in the whole body. And we're going to finish with a great exercise, coming on all fours, coming into a downward dog that doesn't have to be done with straight legs. Keep the legs bent and slowly walk your hands towards your feet. Now staying here and say yes and no with your head. Rooting your feet so that you feel stable. You can slightly bend the legs and let the whole trunk and the arms move from side to side. Try to really relax the head here. Great movement for the lower back. If you want to stretch again one side of the lower back, you go towards one side with both hands. You slightly bend the opposite leg. And then you do the same on the other side. Coming back in the center, hanging on the washing line, lower belly deep in, upper body soft. We're going to keep the upper body soft and the head relaxed. Micro bend the legs, slowly unrolling the spine to come to stand. Pubic bone towards the navel. Once you're standing, rotate the shoulders back. And there you are, ready to go.